We are with Evelyn and Finn, and we're back with more science experiments.
Yay!
What's nicer than a fresh bouquet of flowers? What about a homemade bouquet of flowers made with steam? Stay tuned and we'll show you just how easy it is to make coffee filter flowers. For this craft, you will need coffee filters, washable markers, a spray bottle filled with water, clear tape, and pipe cleaners. Step 1. Flatten round coffee filters and color them using washable markers.
What? You did that. I didn't. You did. I will stop that. I'm singing. I'm almost done. What to do the edges? That was me. I'm putting a yellow dot there. So you don't have red of yellow. Yes, I do. This is yellow. See?
Evelyn and Finn, those look so good. Now we're ready for the next step. Place the colored coffee filters on wax paper or a cookie sheet, and using the spray bottle filled with water, gently mist the colored filters. Why do the colors on your coffee filter blend together? It all has to do with solubility. If something is soluble, that means it will dissolve in the liquid. The ink used in these washable markers dissolves in what? Water, of course. When making our coffee filter flowers, the water is meant to dissolve the marker ink. For this to happen, the molecules in both the water and the ink must be attracted to each other. When you add the drops of water to the designs on the paper, the ink should spread out and run through the paper with the water. Before moving on to our next step, we must set our colored filters aside to dry. Now that our coffee filters are all dry, we can make a flower.
Yay!
The first thing I want you to do is take your coffee filter and fold it.
Folding it like that.
Okay, yeah, fold it in half. And then fold it in half again. And then I want you to pinch the bottom where it looks like a triangle. Yes. We're gonna scrunch it up and we're gonna put a piece of tape on the triangle.
Mine looks like a piece of paper.
Keep on trying, Evelyn. Now, Finn, we have to add the stem to your flower. And we're going to use a pipe cleaner to add the stem. We're going to wrap our pipe cleaner around the tape and leave the remaining pipe cleaner for the stem.
We made a flower.
Good job, you two. They turned out great.
Finn, yours looks like your sword.
It does look like your shirt. Finn, it's the same colors. Did you plan that? We are on to our next science experiment, a cloud in a jar.
Yay!
Have you two seen a cloud anywhere?
Up in the sky. Up in the sky.
You're right. This science experiment is going to show you how clouds are formed. Are you two ready?
Yeah. Yeah?
For this experiment, you will need warm water, a jar, hairspray, and ice cubes. The first step is we're going to pour our warm water into the jar, tighten the lid, and swirl it around. Next, we're going to remove the lid, turn it upside down on the jar, and place some ice cubes on top of the lid.
Okay, you will have to put more in there. You get one, I get one.
Quickly remove the lid and give a quick spray of aerosol hairspray. Then replace the lid. How are clouds formed? 3 things are needed to make a cloud. First, you need warm, moist air. Next, you need a cooling process. Lastly, you need a cloud condensation nucleus, or something to start the cloud. By pouring warm water into the jar and trapping it, you create the first step, which is warm, moist air. This warm air rises and meets with the cool air at the top of the jar, which is made by the ice cubes. The aerosol hairspray provides the cloud condensation nuclei. As the water vapor inside the jar cools down, it begins to form around the hairspray nuclei into mini droplets. When you remove the lid, the swirling cloud is released. We just created a cloud in a jar. And what happens to the cloud when it gets super heavy? What happens?
It falls down.
What falls down?
A cloud.
The cloud falls down from the sky?
Yeah.
No, it doesn't.
Rain.
Rain falls down from the sky. So we are going to create a rain cloud.
In a jar.
For this science experiment, you will need eyedroppers, a jar, colored water, and a sponge. You may have heard the saying, April showers bring May flowers. Well, this science experiment is going to explain where rain comes from and how clouds make rain. Step 1. Get the sponge slightly wet and place it over the jar opening. Step 2. Color some water using food coloring. Step 3. Use the eyedropper to transfer the colored water to the sponge. Where does rain come from? Rain comes from clouds, and clouds are formed by water vapor rising in the air. These water molecules clump together and eventually form a cloud you can see. These water droplets will attract more water droplets, and the cloud will get heavier and heavier. Like a cloud, the sponge will eventually get oversaturated and start to drip through the sponge to the jar below.
Dripping!
When a cloud gets filled with water, it gets really heavy, and it releases the water in the form of rain. Thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoyed this video and want to see more just like it, please like and subscribe. Bye for now.